Hi everyone, today is the 20th of February 2012 and I'm back for one more week. Now I would like to apologise for not making a video. Well, I did make a video last week, it's just that I had no time whatsoever to upload it. So as you all know, I'm going to do, where is it? A review of my Valentine today, but before I get to that, I'd like to talk about a couple of Beatle things that have been in the news. First of all, Ringo is in hospital with pneumonia, I think, and that's why he wasn't at the Grammys or Paul's star ceremony thing. So, Ringo, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, all the best to you, and please get better soon. Also, Paul announced that he was going to give up cannabis, I think it is, some drug like that. And the press all in Britain had a field day when he announced this, because I've got loads of newspaper cuttings. This one says, "I'm finally giving up cannabis for my little girl," says Macca. That's one which I found. Another one is, "It's a bit late to give up now," said Paul. This one here is when he went to the little thing for Whitney Houston, who sadly passed away. I think it was a fortnight ago last week. And this one is, "I'm glad you have given up cannabis, Paul. Maybe you'll think straight now." So everyone in Britain went mad about it because he announced that he was giving up cannabis. To be honest, personally, I didn't even know he was still doing drugs. I assumed that he was smoking, but I didn't know he was, into hard drugs or anything, because he'd been done so many times for it. Another thing which I'd like to talk about very briefly before I get on to the main thing in this video is, I had a Valentine's card, believe it or not, and I noticed it says "Love is all you need" on it. I don't know if you can see that. Also, my revolver painting, it's half finished. I'm really pleased with it, apart from George. That's the only problem. I also got myself a pair of Beatle boots. They were, in case you're wondering, I have huge feet, by the way, I'm like a size 7. They were £36 from Topshop, and they even have the elasticated part for here. So I got them, they're like my pride and joy. When I was in the shop the other day, For No One came on. I'm sorry if this is really rushed, it's just that I want to get on with what I want to say. Also, George's birthday is in 5 days, don't forget. Another announcement is Kimberly will sadly be taking a break from the channel for whatever reason. It could be personal, I'm not too sure, but Kimberly, please get back soon, because we really, really, really miss you. Another thing I want to talk about is, I've even got a list for here, how organised. Sorry if it's rushed, I do apologise. I bought Uncut magazine, and it's basically talking about their time in Hamburg, and it also comes with a free CD with loads of covers which they done. I'm trying to remember some off the top of my head now, like Roll Over Beethoven, Lend Me a Comb, and lots of other covers, and etc. Another thing I got is the big issue with a lovely picture of Paul on the front cover. However, it is misleading because it says "A letter to my younger self," which I thought Paul had wrote himself a letter when he was 16, and he was sort of like reminiscing back on that, but it was just completely different. And also, it cost me, I don't know if you can see that, £2.50, and it's got literally that, and then that. That's all I wanted to read. So I paid £2.50 for that. Another thing which I'd like to talk about is, my auntie gave me this CD, and it's the Esher demos. And in May 1968, the Beatles came together at Kinfounds, which was George's home in Esher, and they recorded 23 of their newest compositions by double tracking themselves on George's reel-to-reel tape machine. So these are basically most of the songs that they'd written in India, and they'd just come back. Some of them, for example, Revolution, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, back in the USSR. Some which I hadn't heard of is Child of Nature, which if you get the chance to listen to, please listen to, because it sounds a lot like Jealous Guy. It's, I'd say, a really early version of Jealous Guy. Another thing is Circles and Sour Milk Sea, which I think George, if I remember correctly, he gave it to Jackie Lomax. Is there anything else which I'd like to talk about on the list before I get the review? No, there isn't. So, also, I'm wearing a Beatles t-shirt today, just to let you know. So, on with the review. If you excuse me for a minute while I take a bit of water. Okay, on with the review. Right, when I bought this, I believe I bought the day it came out and I made a video fangirl about it, as you do, and I listened to it, and I gotta be honest, I wouldn't say it's one of Paul's strongest albums he's made, because I think he wrote about 2 or 3 songs on you, which, you know, that's fine, but, I felt that it was very aged, if you get me, like, the songs on it reminded me of a lot of, some of Frank Sinatra's work, and a lot of 1940s, you know, jazz and everything like that. I've only listened to the album once all the way through, which is when I bought it, because I haven't had time since. But I, the first time I heard My Valentine, I heard it on Fab4 Radio, and people were mainly on Tumblr and places like that. They were saying, "Oh, My Valentine is this amazing song." Da, 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 da. So then, excuse me, when it came on Fab4 Radio, I thought, "Oh, is this it?" Sort of thing, because everyone was saying how fantastic and how amazing it was. But when I first listened to it, I was a bit disappointed to say the least, because I thought it'd be this fantastic album, which, you know, I'm sure is, but if it's your cup of tea. But jazz isn't my sort of type of music. I found some of those songs on you are probably things that his father sang to him, you know, when he was born in the 1940s, obviously. But I wouldn't say it's in my top 10 of Paul's albums, mainly because it's good if you like that type of music, but for me, jazz and all that isn't what I'm keen on, to be honest. But if you can, please do get your hands on it, because it's nice to listen to other music other than rock and roll, etc. It also comes with this booklet and questionnaire and little interview with Paul. I don't know if you can see this, but I was really disappointed because I wanted the deluxe version, which was only like £2 extra. So yeah, well, that was a really quick video. I've been rambling on for 7 minutes. Right, I don't think there's anything else that I'd like to talk about. I don't think there is. No, there isn't. So, next week it will be, George's birthday is coming up, mind guys. Next week it will be the 27th, and then it'll be March, and then April, and then the months go on. And then in May we're celebrating our first birthday as a Submariner gang, if you like. So, looking forward to that. Also, I believe us, not us, me and the Submariners have organised a little birthday thing for George, because we've not celebrated George's birthday on the channel yet, so hopefully this will be the first time we can celebrate it. And now this video's gone on for 8 minutes. So I hope you all enjoyed my review, although I was talking about what I got in the past week for most of it. So hopefully I'll see you all next week, which is the 27th. Also, I'll send a link in the description saying to do Kimberly's Imagine Peace collaborative video. So until next time, I shall see you all next week. Bye.